That's really, really nice. Staying at home. You can say in English, uh, just chilling at home. Relax like that at home, just chilling. Okay. I don't see you. Where are you? Where are you? I can see you, girl. Yes,
Teacher, today I'm feeling uh, a bit ill.
yes. So that's
Uh,
that's nothing. That it doesn't have anything to do with the class. So you can activate your camera, no problem. Okay. Well, the last session, I had some problems. Today, we're going to continue talking about an interesting topic, and is ordering food. Hello, Andreita Quintero. Welcome to your session.
Hi, teacher. Good morning.
Good morning in the morning. All right. So let me organize this. Tiki tiki. Very good. So, Andreita, what are your plans for today?
Um, my plans for today is I don't know. I don't have plans yet.
Okay, good, good. Yes, the same here. So my plans are uh, like Adriana, just chilling at home, and
Yes.
that's it. Okay, good. All right. Well, remember that the last episode we were talking about food, and now we're going to talk about some containers that you can use with food. All right. For example, we got the pictures that are going to help you to identify which one you can use. And we got, for example, bread. With bread, what do you use?
Piece, a piece of
A
bread.
piece of bread. One. Fuchi.
No. Oh,
Now,
I don't know.
another option. What do you say?
thin.
A tin. Una lata de pan. Fuchi. No. Lilianita Santos. Hello, Liliana. Welcome.
Hello, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, Lilianita. Today we're talking about food containers, utensils, and some portions. Now, talking about bread, what do you say, Lilianita?
A piece of bread.
No, the bread is a loaf of bread.
Okay.
No,
Loves.
not like in Colombia that you can buy the bread. Give me give me two breads of 300 pesos, or give me two breads of 500 pesos. No, the bread in North America and in Europe is loaves, las lonjas, loaf of breads. Allá no consigues tu mogolla chicharrona, nada de eso. So the bread is loaves. Son las lonjas, bread. Okay. Adriana, number 2, jam. The delicious jam that you use to spread, for example, on toast. You spread bread. So what do you say, Adriana? With jam.
Mm, peas.
No, para ella todos son peas. Nah, esta niña está más dormida. Qué guayabo tan bravo. Puchi. Because
I
Andrea doesn't have a hangover. Andrea doesn't have a hangover
Teacher,
like Adriana. Now, Adrianita,
I will
no, Andrea,
say
what's your opinion with
a jar
jam?
of jam.
Perfect.
I don't know,
A
jam.
jar, un frasco o una jarra, ¿no? Ese es a jar of jam. Now, with 3,
Now, yes.
with cake. Sorry, what did you say, Liliana?
A piece of cake.
Yeah, that's a piece of cake. And it's an expression that people use to say, no, participating in class is piece of cake. Eso es pan comido, es muy fácil, ¿no? A piece of cake is also another useful expression in English. A piece of cake. All right. Now let's continue with Andres Castro. Hello, Andresito. Welcome
Thank you,
to your
teacher.
session.
Morning, good morning.
Andres, good morning, my friend. Nice to see you. Andres, what do you say with chocolate? Remember the pronunciation in two sounds. Chocolate. Now, with chocolate, what do you say?
Chocolate.
A tin, a glass, a bar, or a bottle?
Packet, maybe?
Guan. Pucci. Second opportunity, Andres.
Then, tin?
Una lata de chocolate.
No.
Pucci.
Bad.
Andres, which one?
Bottle? No.
Which one, Andres?
No, I don't know. Peas? This can maybe peas?
No. A bar of chocolate. La
Bar?
barra de chocolate. A bar.
Ah,
A bar of chocolate. Okay.
yes.
Yeah, that's the one. And it's the same that you express, for example, if you want to drink a cocktail, you go to a bar because there is a bar where you sit down and you order and you are drinking, no? So that is the bar. Okay. And now say hello to the wonderful Juan Manuel. Juan Manuel. Juan.
Hello, teacher. Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. So, my
Okay,
friend, how you
and,
doing?
I'm Ricardo, but yeah, the
You are,
name.
you are Ricardo?
Yeah.
No problem.
Juan Manuel is trying to connect right now, but we only have one camera, so he's trying to find another one.
No problem. So, Ricardo. And what's your last name?
Ayala.
Ricardo Ayala.
Okay, so number 5 is a cup of tea.
A cup of tea. Perfect. A cup of tea. Okay, that's something that is very common in North America and in Europe is drinking tea instead of coffee. But in Latin America, people here prefer more coffee, no? All right. Now, Adri, what's your opinion about milk?
I say bottle.
A bottle of milk.
Bottle.
No, this woman is sleeping. No. Milk.
Oh, carton.
Look at the milk here. Adriana, look at the milk.
Carton.
Perfect. A carton of milk. A carton. And Andreita Quintero, what's your opinion with cereal?
Pocket
A packet, like Kellogg's, no? A
cereal.
packet of cereal. All right. So that's why the inventor of flakes was Mr. John Kellogg. That's why the name is Kellogg's. Kellogg's, the inventor was Mr. Kellogg. He was a psychologist, and the man proposed many years ago in the 70s that the only way to control people stop having sex with themselves was eating Kellogg's. And they say that people were self-stimulating too much, younger people, and that's why he created Kellogg's in order to control that. That's the origin of the cornflakes Kellogg's. All right. Well, crazy stories. Now, Mr. Andres Castro, Andresito, What about cola?
Cola is a bottle of cola.
A bottle of cola. All right. Mr. Andres, can you give me an example of colas?
Example, I don't understand about.
Give me an example of cola. We got, for example, Pony Malta is an example of a cola. Another example of
Alright.
cola.
Big cola.
Big
Coca-Cola.
cola, Coke, yes, Coke, and the enemy of Coke,
Pepsi Cola.
Pepsi Cola, and in United States there's another one that is very famous and is Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper
Dr. Pepper.
is another Coke that is the enemy, let's say, the commercial enemy of those ones. And many years ago, the inventor of cola, he created a syrup, something to help with depression, and he invented cola, but he got an accident and suddenly the taste was so delicious. So the man transformed that in that soda, and they created the company Coke, but they didn't sell cola. After 1 month, people didn't pay attention to that, and people were not consuming Coke. So they were all together in a meeting board, and they say, hey, what are we gonna do with the cola? We have problems. We have to pay the suppliers. So they didn't have money, and they were not selling Coke. And one man said, okay, I know what I am going to do. So let the problem to me, and I'm going to fix it. And okay, because nobody had more ideas. They got ideas of publicity, but they were not enough. And the next meeting, when they get together, say, hey, what did you do with the Coke? And the man said, I gave the cola away. No, what did you do? Yes, I gave cola away. And what about the money? No, I just gave all cola. I sent the cola or the Coke to France, to Argentina, to Colombia, to Mexico, to Russia, to Canada, to Iran, Spain. The man gave cola. No, you are so stupid. How can you do that? So we don't have money. We have to pay many things. We are not selling cola very well. And you give cola away? Yes? No, they were going to kill the man. But suddenly,
Crazy.
yes, that was crazy. And then the sales representative in that moment entered by the door and said, hey, I have some news. What? People are like crazy calling from around the world. What happened? They are asking for Coke because this man sent, let's say, 20 boxes of cola to France, and they were calling. No, that was a hit. People want more Coke. People calling from Colombia, Argentina, Mexico, Iran. So they started, and that's why Coke, the advertisement of Coke, they got people from all around the world because of that marketing strategy, giving cola away. That's the story of cola. Okay, very interesting, teacher. And now let's go with Tatiana, the wonderful Tatianita Rodriguez. Tatianita. Hello, Tatiana. How's it going?
Hi, teacher, I'm good. And you?
Yeah, never been better. Okay, now, Tatianita, what do you say with orange juice? Look at
A
the orange
glass,
juice. What do you say?
a glass of orange juice.
A glass of orange juice. I remember a long time ago, I was working in the United States, and one of the parents invited me over, and I accepted it. I went to her house to know the family. I, the teacher from Colombia. Okay, I entered like that, and the woman said, "Oh, teacher, how have you felt here in America?" I said, "We no, yeah, I'm very happy here." Okay, good, teacher. So we're gonna have the typical American meal. I said, "Oh, good, nice. I brought wine for you." Okay, nice. And the woman said, "Hey, teacher, would you like OJ?" I said, "Yeah, sure." But I didn't understand that. The woman said, "Oh, yeah." I said, "Hmm." But I was afraid and embarrassed to admit that I didn't know what the word was. So I say, "Yeah, sure, give it, whatever they give me." And then when the woman appears with orange juice, and I say, "Okay, the color," when I drink it, I was going to say, pero esto es un vulgar jugo de naranja. Then, but I was, yes. OJ, orange juice. OJ. So that's what they call in United States this. So, when you are learning English, you are not only learning words, you are learning the philosophy of a culture. And they like that. The American culture is to make the most with the least. And that's why they love contractions very much. All right. And finally, Ricardo, what do you say with peas?
A tin of peas.
A tin of peas. Perfect. These are
Although usually we say a can.
very good.
That's like the most common way that you say it.
Yeah, but a can is when is American English, British English, they say 10. Okay, that's for example, movies, American English, cinema, British is the same, but that was good, Ricardo. All right. Now let's continue with some utensils. Lilianita Santos, read the first example, Lilianita. I've got
the cheese, but where the cheese grater?
Look at the cheese grater, no? All right. That is so horrible to clean. I'm going to look for another system to grate cheese because it's terrible. Okay, you do it, it's nice. The problem is to clean that inside. So there must be another strategy to do that.
I think, teacher, I think that use the grater is very horrible for me.
Yes.
I don't like
Yeah,
it.
yeah. I feel you. Yeah, it's difficult to clean, and also it begins to smell and to look horrible. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's go with Andrea Quintero. Andreita Quintero. Number 2, Andreita.
Can you pass me the tin opener, please? I want to open this tin of tuna.
Perfect. A tin of tuna. Very good. Now, number 3. Number 3, Andres Castro.
Let's have some fried eggs. Where's the frying pan?
Where's the frying pan? Paila is frying pan. The object, frying pan. But the expression in English, when you are having or you are passing for a bad situation, in English, you say, screw. Screw es el popular paila. For example, you have an evaluation today, and then Tatiana, what are you doing? We know we are studying because today is the final exam. You didn't study? And Tatiana, an exam? I didn't know. Adrianita, screw. That's the American expression to say, that's the equivalent to say paila, no? Or for example, you are invited to your mother's-in-law's girlfriend's house, and they prepare paisa tray, and you are eating paisa tray, delicious, and suddenly, mijo, for you, milk, and you drink milk, and you, the stomach, and you, oh my God, excuse me, may I use the bathroom? Yes, of course, by all means. Pero por supuesto, repitan en sus casas, by all means. By all means, pero por supuesto, cómo no, siga. It's a very elegant expression to say, yeah, you can do it. By all means. All right. And you go to the bathroom, and then when you enter to the bathroom, boom, the explosion, and you are very happy, and a tear comes here, delicious, and then you look around, no toilet paper, and the water, no water, no water, no toilet paper, no towels, nothing around. So what do you say in that moment?
Screw.
Screw. Uy, no, what a terrible situation. So that's when you say screw. But in English, you don't say, uy, no, terrible, my friend. A saucepan or frying pan? No, because doesn't have a meaning for them. Okay? Very good, teacher. Continue. And finally, Mr. Ricardo Ayala, number 4.
Number 4 is, it says, put some water in the saucepan to make the pasta.
The saucepan. Perfect. That's the saucepan to make the pasta. All right. Yeah, maracuja. Now, in your houses, listen and repeat. Remember that repetition makes your pronunciation better and you improve intonation as well. Now, the first one, well, I have to tell you that this is British English, but it's good to know another way of pronouncing.
A slice of bread.
A slice of bread. The other one.
A jar of mayonnaise.
A jar of mayonnaise. That is a typical British characteristic. Whenever you got the words R, or, R, or, they pronounce They don't say, hey, that's my car. No. British people say, hey, that's my car. My car. Terminator. Water. Together. Hey, brother. So they pronounce that It's the prolongation of
A jar of mayonnaise.
Good. And the other, repeat in your houses.
A packet of flour.
A packet of flour. But in United States, people say a packet of flour. Flour. No flour, flour, but flour. And finally,
A bottle of water. A bottle of water.
A bottle of water. That's very nice. Okay, teacher, continue. Now, here we're going to practice a little bit the use of some and any. The first one, you say, we use a with singular countable nouns. For example, here, you say, tomato is only one. So you say, hey, can you give me a tomato? Oh, there's a tomato in the fridge. Now, we use some or any. When you have this slash, is for you to say this or the other, no? So you say some or any with countable or uncountable nouns. Example with countable. You can say, with countable nouns, you can say, hey, there are some tomatoes in the bag. There are some tomatoes in the bag, all right? Or you say any with uncountables. For example, can you give me, you can say, for example,
Milk.
milk, any milk, any milk. All right. We use some in affirmative statements. For example, here there is some bread on the table. Can you count bread? No, teacher. We can count bread. It's uncountable. All right. Now, and you use any when it's interrogative or negative sentences. Okay. Very good, teacher. For example, in interrogative, is there any coffee in the cupboard? The pronunciation of this one, cavern, no cupboard, como le enseñaban a uno en el colegio, no. The right pronunciation, cavern, que es los cajones, las gavetas de guardas cosas, se pronuncia cavern, cavern. So, in interrogative, any. And in negative, you say any. Example, there aren't any bananas left. No quedan, ¿no? Left, ese es quedar. No quedan nada de bananitos. Very good, teacher. Now, let's practice with an activity. Good. Now, part A is going to be Adrianita, and part B, Ricardo Ayala. Begin, Lilian, Adrianita. You're going to the dialogue number 1.
I'm thirsty. Is there some orange juice left?
Fuchi, because
any.
is interrogative. No, it's okay, no problem. We're learning. So, is interrogative, you use?
Any.
Good. Now, repeat, Adrianita.
I'm thirsty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thirsty. Is there any orange juice left?
Oh, beautiful intonation. Now, Mr. Ricardo.
B says, no, sorry, there isn't any.
Perfect. Continue.
But there's some Coke if you want.
Perfect. If you want it, here you can link it, no? Want it, if you want it. Because it's affirmative, no? All right, very good. Now, let's continue with Andrea Quintero and the wonderful Andres Castro. Begin, Andreita.
I'm so hungry. Let's get some fish and chips.
Chips is the way people call la papita tajadita, ¿no? Como las Pringles, chips. Pero también los británicos le llaman chips a las papas a la francesa, ¿no? Ellos le llaman así, chips. Son cosas locas de ellos. Bueno. Continue, Andrés Castro.
Right. Oh, I don't want any fish and chips, but I wouldn't mind a pizza.
Perfect. That's it. Very good. All right. Now, Tatiana and now Tatiana and Andres Castro. You are going to do the dialogue number 1. Tatiana, begin. Sorry, I say Tatiana, no. Yes, Tatiana. Begin, Tatiana. Repeat the
I'm
dialogue.
thirsty. I'm thirsty. Is there any orange juice left?
Uh-huh.
No, sorry, there isn't any. There isn't any, but there's some coke if you want it.
If you want it. Good. And now, Ricardo Ayala. Thank you, Tatianita. And thank
Okay.
you. And now, Ricardo, you are part A and part B. Andrea Quintero. Action.
Can you explain again? I'm sorry.
Number 2. You are number 2. I'm
Okay.
so hungry.
So I said, I'm so hungry. Let's get some fish and chips.
Oh, I don't want any fish and chips, but I wouldn't mind a pizza.
But I wouldn't mind a pizza. Very good. Now, let's change the information, teacher. Tick, 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 tick. Now, you are going to invent a similar dialogue, but you are going to replace this information. Ay, fantastic teacher. Very good teacher, fantastic teacher. We are very pilos. We are going to improvise. But I wouldn't mind, pero no me molestaría, no me caería mal una pixita, ¿no? Ok, vamos a ver, vamos a inventar acá. Entonces, Tatiana and Andrea, begin with make the similar dialogue with number 1. Begin, Andrea.
Sorry, I'm thirsty. Is there any milk left?
No, sorry, there isn't any. There isn't any, but there's some wine if you want it.
Very good. Now we got Tatiana, and Ricardo Ayala. Begin, wonderful Tatianita. I'm so hungry.
I'm so hungry. Let's get some bread.
Y agréguele otra cosa, ¿pan con qué? Pan con gaseosa, pan con, no sé, a ver. Como para salir a comer con esa china, ¿no? Ok, again, I'm so hungry.
I'm so hungry. Let's get some bread and butter.
Continue, Ricardo.
Oh, I don't want any bread and butter, but I wouldn't mind a empanada.
Ok, bueno, ya saben, Andrea Andrea y Jorge están por ahí, sí. Andrea y Andrés y Adriana, nunca salgan con esos dos, o si no van a tirar hambre, pues. Ok. A ver, Adrianita and Andrés, number 2. Adrianita, arranca. I'm so hungry.
I'm so hungry. Let's get some pasta.
Pasta and, y otra cosa, no sea tacaña. Pasta and.
Pasta and wine.
Oh, carajo. Continue, Andrés.
Oh, I don't want any pasta and wine, but I wouldn't mind hamburger with French fries.
Oh, con esta gente sí hay que salir. Just very good teacher. Very good teacher, fantastic teacher. Now we are going to learn how you can express money in English. When you got this symbol, is because it's pounds. In England, they use pounds. So the way you read this is £1.50, or you can say £1.50 is the way people say peniques. Los británicos, ellos son punto aparte de todo el mundo. Ellos no dicen centavos, sino peniques. But normally people don't say that because it's obvious. When people say, hey, how much is that? £1.50. People are not asking, I'm 50 what? No, because it's obvious that it's pennies in that way, pence, all right? The other is the same. This symbol is euro. €1, 5, and the other is $2, 10. It's not necessary to say $2, 10 cents, no? All right. Now, pay attention to the dialogue.
1.
I'd like a chicken burger and some chips, please.
OK, anything else?
No, thanks. How much is it?
That's £2.20.
2.
All right. Now, Ricardo is going to be part A and part B, Adrianita.
Okay, so part A says, I'd like a chicken burger and some chips, please.
Okay, anything else?
No thanks. How much is it?
That's £2.20.
Perfect. Now, the other dialogue.
Are you ready to order, sir?
Yes, I'd like the cheese omelette and a salad, please.
Very well, sir. What would you like to drink?
A glass of cola, please.
Good. And now, Andrea and Andres Castro.
Are you ready to order, sir?
Yes, I like the cheese omelette and a salad, please.
Very well, sir. What would you like to drink?
A glass of cola, please.
Oh, good, good. Just very good. Just very nice. And now, with this dialogue, you have to tell me this. Listen to Simon and Paula. Hey, where are they? Where are they? Are they in the garage? In the living room? In the bathroom? And what time of the day is it? Is it morning? Is it afternoon? Or is it evening?
What's for breakfast? I'm starving.
Well, there's some cereal.
Cereal? Have we got any eggs?
No, sorry. Do you want a slice of bread?
Okay. Where's the jam?
We haven't got any jam, but we've got some butter.
Great. Bread and butter for breakfast? Is the coffee ready?
Yes. Here you are.
Can you pass me the sugar, please?
We haven't got any. Sorry, Simon.
Paula, I'm going to the supermarket. Make a list of everything we need.
Well, that's the typical situation in any house, no? That you are asking for something until we are running out of items, and that's why. Now, the question number 1, my people. What's your prediction? Where are they?
The kitchen.
Kitchen.
Perfect. They are in their kitchen. And what time of the day is it?
In the morning.
In the morning.
Ah, you are extremely pilos. All right. Now, Simon is going to be Ricardo Ayala, and Paula is going to be the wonderful Tatianita. Begin, Mr.
Okay.
Ricardo.
What's for breakfast? I'm starving.
Well, there's some cereal.
Cereal? Have we got any eggs?
No, sorry. Do you want a slice of bread?
Okay, where's the jam?
And we haven't got any jam, but we've got some butter.
Great, bread and butter for breakfast. Is the coffee ready?
Yes, here you are.
Can you pass me the sugar, please?
We haven't got any. Sorry, Simon.
Paula, I'm going to the supermarket. Make a list of everything we need.
Very good. All right. Now, the question, make Paula's shopping list for Simon. If you're going to buy the items that are missing, what do you need to buy? According to the dialogue, what's missing in the kitchen?
Eggs,
Eggs. What else?
Eggs, cereal, bread,
jam,
Cereal?
jam.
Cereal? No.
Sugar.
Oh,
No.
no.
No, there's cereal. So we need
Jam.
eggs,
Oh, no, well, there's some cereal.
jam,
jam,
sugar,
and sugar. Perfect. Eggs, jam, and sugar. All
That's
right.
it.
Excellent. Just very good, teacher. And now, tiki 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 ton, we are going to practice with this one. What's cooking? Din, 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 din. Now we're going to learn some nice verbs in order to understand recipes or to give instructions. Now, what you're supposed to do is to match the sentences here to the pictures here. Now, Andrea Quintero, read number 1, please. Boil.
boil the potatoes, then mash them.
And that's this one, no? So you boil and then smash or mash the potatoes. Number 2, Andres Castro. Number 2,
Wash the stick, then grill it.
stick es un palo, my friend. The pronunciation is steak.
Steak.
Steak. Que no le vaya a pasar como le pasó a un amigo mío, Pedro Rimales, que me lo topé en Estados Unidos y me dice Pedro Rimales, Ave María, pues mijito, ¿y usted por acá? Y yo, sí, ma, ¿y usted qué hace por acá, chino? No, yo por acá trabajando, pero más aburrido, porque imagínate, llevo aquí 3 meses comiendo hamburger and coke, and hamburger and coke. Digo, uy, my friend, why don't you order something different? You can order, for example, this. You can order bistec a caballo. Pídase un steak and eggs. Steak and eggs. ¿Qué steak and eggs? Que son el arrocito y encima la carnita con cebollita, tomatico y un huevo frito encima, decorado con papita a la francesa. Steak and eggs. No, vos que hablas bonito inglés, yo no puedo con la joda. Digo, no, pues, my friend, se la voy a poner fácil. Cuando usted llega al restaurante, usted le dice al mesero, waiter, can I have steak and eggs, please? No, yo no puedo, esa vaina es muy complicada. Vos que hablas inglés, yo no puedo. Bueno, se la pongo más fácil, hermano. Usted dígale al mesero, waiter, I'd like steak and eggs. No, vos que hablas inglés, yo no puedo con esa vaina de María, pues hombre. Ay, este man, bueno, usted es muy cavernícola, llave. Entonces, mire, entonces cuando llegue el mesero, se la va a poner bien fácil. Como usted les habla rápido, ellos entienden, usted dígale, ¿usted quién es? Y ellos entienden, steak and eggs. María, ¿cómo que dijiste? Usted diga, ¿usted quién es? Y ellos entienden, steak and eggs. Usted solamente dígale al mesero rápido, ¿usted quién es? Y listo. María, pues Guitar, vos eres una maravilla, por fin voy a comer algo diferente. Y se va Pedro Rimales todo contento. Al día siguiente está el tipo en el restaurante, waiting for the waiter, and the waiter appeared, and the waiter approached to Pedro Rimales, and the waiter says, good afternoon, sir. How may I help you today? And Pedro Rimales turned like this. ¿Y vos quién sos? Ay, pobre Pedro, es que vos quién sos. A ver, le tocó a Pedro Rimales volver a comer hamburger and coke. Hamburger and coke. A ver, ¿cómo digo yo? ¿Viste a caballo en inglés?
¿Usted quién es?
Pero tiene que decirlo rápido. ¿Usted quién es? No diga stick, porque stick es el palo, ¿no? Bueno, entonces mire, ahí aprendimos patrocinio de Pedro Rimales. Ok, now, Andrés, ahora sí, pronuncia bonito. Wash.
Wash this. Porque se me fue.
Agárrelo, agárrelo. Wash the steak.
Wash the steak, then grill it.
And the answer is E, F, C, or D.
E.
E. Tiki, 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 tiki. Perfect. Now, Tatiana Rodriguez, continue, Tatianita.
Cut the cheese, then grate it.
No, no me
Letters.
digas cut, ningún cut. El sonido es muy suavecito. En fonética se llama chua. Cut. Repeat.
Cut.
Eso.
Cut.
Ahora sí, dale todo.
Cut cheese, then grate it.
Good. And the answer is?
The answer is letter C.
Letter C. Tiki, 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 tiki. Perfect. Now, Mr. Ricardo Ayala.
Okay. Number 4 is chop the peppers, then fry them. That's gonna be letter F.
Letter F. I love peppers. They are delicious. In Colombia, we got green peppers, red peppers, yellow peppers. All right. Continue. Adri. Adri, number 5.
Add the egg, then mix it with the flour.
Mix it with the flour. And your answer is?
Letter B.
Letter B. Tiki, 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 tiki. Perfect. And the beautiful Andreita Quintero.
Peel the onion, then slice it.
When the vowels, when the words
Oh, the onion. Peel
when they
the
begin by
peel
vowel
the-
sound, you say the onion.
Yes. Peel the onion, then
The
slice it.
answer is
Letter D.
letter D. Very good. These are the words. Okay, now my people, how do you say in English hervir?
Boil.
Boil.
Boil. Venga, los corcho con esta. How do you say in English agregar?
Add.
Add. Very good. Están muy pilos. ¿Cómo digo pelar?
Peel.
¿Y cómo digo picar?
Cut.
No,
Cut.
señorito. Eso es
Oh,
cortar. Eso es
slice.
cortar.
Slice, chop.
Chop. Ese es picar. Chop. Chop. All right. Listo. A ver, Adrianita, pregúntale a Andrés que qué haces con las papas.
Andres, what do I do with the potatoes?
I gonna boil them first
Read, my
and
friend.
then
You should.
mash them.
Okay. You should. Repeat, my friend. You should boil. Repeat, Andrés. Activate your microphone.
Excuse me. You should boil them first and then mash them.
Your pronunciation is good, but focus more in fluency. Faster.
More in
So you say,
Spanish.
you should.
Right.
Vas a pronunciarme la D, no la L. You should boil them first and then mash them. Dale tú.
You should boil them first and then mash them.
Eso. Ahora, Andrés, haz the question to Tatiana Rodríguez. Pregúntale ahora que tú qué haces con el huevo. ¿Qué haces con los huevos?
Tatiana, what do you do with the
No,
eggs?
what do I do? No me cambie esto porque me pierdo. What do I do?
Okay. What do I do with the eggs?
¿De o di?
The eggs?
What do I do with the eggs? And the answer?
You should boil them first and then
No, mire lo que toca hacer. Primero toca agregar un huevo. ¿Cómo digo agregar un huevito?
you should add them
Add the egg.
at the egg
And then
and then
diga mix. Pero chito,
Mix.
que nadie escuche.
mix them.
And then mix it. Perfect. Now, Tatiana, ask the question to Mr. Ayala. Pregúntale que qué haces con el queso.
What do I do with the cheese?
I should cut the cheese and grate it.
Perfect. Mr. Ayala, Mr. Ricardo, ask the question to Andreita Quintero. Ask the question about the onion.
Andrea, what should we do with the onion?
You should peel the onions and cut them
And then
cut them.
Eso. And then cut them. That's the activity. Okay, good. Okay, my people, let's stop here and see you on Wednesday with more activities. On Wednesday, we are going to practice dialogues related to food, and we are going to begin another interesting topic, right? Well, my people, I'm very happy to have you here. I'm taking your names. I'm going to register Ricardo Ayala. Ricardo Ayala.